What's up, YouTube? Let me fix this real quick. Alright. What's up, YouTube? This is J. Burrow. What's up, Niner Giant Nation? Sad day here. Niners lose to the Panthers. I'm not gonna lie. For this game, I'm like, this is an instant win. Even though last week's game, it didn't really count as a win, even though we won. But it was really ugly the whole entire time. Should have did a lot better. Should have done a lot better. But it just hurts, you know. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help me though. Even though the Giants are doing so good and they made it to the World Series, second time I get to see them in the World Series in my lifetime. But it doesn't help. It doesn't. It's not like a crutch for me. It's not like I could be like, okay, well, you know, at least the Giants are in the World Series. You know, who gives a shit about this garbage team? You know, I don't do that. It's kind of like when you have two kids, and you know, you can't really say I love this one more. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, you have two kids, you can't really say you love one more. You know, even though, you know, you're not allowed to say it out loud, but even though deep in your head, you might just love your first child just a little bit more. And for me, the 49ers are kind of my first child, so I just don't say it. But it's just really hard. I love the Niners just as much as I love the Giants, but the 49ers right now are the worst team in the NFL, if you ask me. I know the Bills are 0-6, but who gives a shit, man? We are the worst team in the NFL. And it's sad because we have so many good players, like Patrick Willis, Michael Crabtree, Frank Gore, Nate Clemens, even though he's had a few bad games this year, like he did against Atlanta, where they had the ball on the 10-yard line and we were winning, and they marched right downfield, and Matt Ryan throws a pretty good ball, but he jumped out of nowhere, intercepted it. And at that time, I jumped up and I was screaming, "Fuck yeah, hell yeah!" And I wasn't really watching the TV. And then I looked back, and then there was a fumble. I hear a fumble. I'm like, "What?" And I looked back, and then there was a fumble. And I was like, "Please help, please God!" And they ended up getting it back anyways, right back where they started the drive in the first place, with less amount of time, come right back down, kick a field goal. But and I know he's had worse games than that before this year against Seattle and the Saints and everybody pretty much. He overjumps some plays and goes right over his head. But what can you do? You know, he's been all right. Taylor Mays, dude, you're fucking awesome, dude. You've been playing really good for us. You know, I'm really excited about Taylor Mays. And Frank Gore, of course, Anthony Dixon, Brian Westbrook, but you know, you never get an opportunity to see those guys because Michael Singletary just won't let him come in, even though Frank Gore is one of the best running backs in the NFL, and he's known to be injury prone. You know, you just don't have your young guys come in there, and you know, especially Dixon, who could be the next big thing for us Niners. But you know, and I don't like to sit here and I don't like to blame people individually. You know, it's everybody's fault when it comes down to it. You know, it's been Alex Smith's fault in a couple of games where he threw an interception on a drive where we could have got a field goal or a touchdown and it would have determined the game. Like against the Falcons, he threw an interception where we could have ended up getting a field goal. He threw two interceptions against the Saints that killed us. You know, he threw two interceptions. One came back for a touchdown in Seattle. You know, but I blame him for some of the games. But there's been a few games where he sucked, but it wasn't really all his fault. It was the defensive fault, or somebody fumbled, or some shit like that. You know, and I'm not an Alex Smith lover, but I'm not an Alex Smith hater. But I would like to see him gone. But you know, who do you have as a backup? You've got David Carr, who's just like Alex Smith, but you know, pretty much the same guy. But it was a different, cooler looking helmet than Alex Smith, and he doesn't have the C on his chest. But anyway. The person who I'd like to blame the most for, and I think is killing our team, and I know you guys who like San Francisco might not like it, but this is just my opinion. But I have to say that I'm really getting sick and fucking tired of Mike Singletary. He's a good motivational speaker, and he's a great motivational speaker. You know, maybe he should be a preacher or something, or you know, maybe he should run an office, you know, or something like that. But you know, I just don't think he's a good football coach, and I don't think he'll ever be a good football coach. I used to be on the Mike Singletary bandwagon last year when he first came, talking about hitting people in the mouth. You know, can't win with them, can't win with them, only can lose with them, speech, you know, pulling Vernon Davis out. I understand all that. But it's starting to turn out to where, you know, even though the players that left on our team I didn't really care about, like Kentwan Balmer and Michael Robinson I kind of liked, but, you know, those guys left because Michael Singletary's a jerk, and, you know, he yells at people, but they should get their asses chewed from every now and then. But, you know, if you had to blame somebody, I'd have to blame him. You know, and the most thing that irritates me about Michael Singletary, 49er fans, is he comes on the fucking field. Dude, you're not a player anymore. Stay the fuck off the field, dude. I am so sick and tired of seeing your fucking ass come on the field, 30, 40 yards on the fucking field yelling at people. Dude, I know you got a huge temper and everything, but dude, get your fucking ass on the sideline. No one wants to see your fucking ass in people's faces. You know, I know you might want to hit somebody, but you're not in pads anymore, motherfuckers. Get the fuck on the sideline, alright? I am absolutely tired of seeing your fucking ass on the field. Alright? I'm absolutely tired of it. It's right here. That's the problem in San Francisco. This guy right here, Mike Singletary. Mike fucking Singletary. If anybody wants his card, just let me know. I'll fucking let you have it. I don't fucking want the thing. I don't even know why I got it. Somebody gave it to me for my birthday. You know, listen. You know, it comes down to you have to have a good team, which we do for the most part. But the thing we lack in is quarterback. And you have a coach that doesn't know from what I've seen, knows absolutely nothing about offense. You know, and I kind of like having Mike Singletary as a mentor for P. Willis, because P. Willis is a fucking badass motherfucker. I mean, the guy's a gigant. He's huge. He runs fast. He's like Brock Lesnar if you watch the UFC. But, I mean, I know Brock just got his ass whooped, but that's a different subject. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But he's just a huge beast, and, you know, I love P. Willis. You know, I love all the guys on our team except for a few, and I don't really like Alex Smith, but that's another subject. Anyways, to go on further with the game, Frank Gore had a really good game. He had a lot of huge runs, but they're not a very good run-stopping defensive team. But they're a worse offensive team, and it seems like if you have anybody who has an arm and can go like this with it, you're going to fucking have a good passing day on us for some reason. And it's always been like that for the past 2 years. I mean, especially at the end of the game, it absolutely fucking killed us. You know, and that game was just to show us Niner fans, that this is the worst team in the NFL. And, you know, David Carr's not going to cut it. I don't know why you guys like him so much. He used to be a #1 pick, too. He's also a bust. And if you don't believe me that he sucks, why don't you fucking go find a guy like me or any of the other guys on here who rep their teams. Why don't you go find a Texans fan and maybe sub him and maybe ask him a few questions about David Carr, because they'll tell you how fucking bad he sucks. Alright, so get the fuck off the David Carr bandwagon, alright? And I don't know very much about Troy Smith, but what I do know, Mike Johnson could run a better offense with Troy Smith. Troy Smith is used to a type of style offense that Mike Johnson runs. I don't know much about Troy Smith's NFL play. I know he came from the Ravens, and he was supposed to be the next big thing in Baltimore. He was the next big thing there, but then they ended up getting Joe Flacco, and then we got him. But you don't get to hear very much from him. But we don't. It seems like on our team we don't have anybody who knows who a good quarterback is. Like last year, the biggest thing that pisses me off is we let Sean Hill go. We ended up going 3-1, I believe, with Sean Hill, and you end up taking him out of the game, and we never get to see his ass again. You know, and I'm not just sitting here saying that because he's had really good numbers with the Lions, but, you know, I love Sean Hill. I mean, I absolutely love Sean Hill. He's a fucking gamer, man. He comes out, scraps it. He just wants to win. You know, and I miss Sean Hill, and I understand that we benched him, but why couldn't we at least keep him as a decent backup? But instead, you let him go, and you put all the hands in Alex Smith. Okay, but anyway, Alex Smith ends up getting hurt. He hurt his other, I think that's the opposite shoulder of the one he's used to having problems with. I don't like Alex Smith. I don't want him to be in there, but I don't want Carr in there either. I'd rather have Alex Smith. I would rather have Alex Smith all day. And I would rather lose every single game with Alex Smith than seeing David Carr's face on the field. But, as much as I don't like Smith, as much as I don't like Carr, I was really disappointed in the play calling at the end of the game when we barely had the lead. And there was one drive where we ran the ball all 3 times. And I understand that Frank Gore's a good runner, but you run the ball all 3 times. That's so fucking predictable, Mike Singletary. That's the way it's been all year. Doesn't matter if you're a sucky coach. Doesn't matter if you're a good coach. They're going to pounce the fuck on you, Michael Singletary, and they're just going to fuck you up. And that's what's been happening to this team. That's just the story of the year. Okay? Congrats on the Panthers. I'm not taking anything away from you saying I thought we were the better team, but you guys proved that you're the better team. Props on that. And good luck for the rest of the season. I don't have any problems with you guys. I like you guys. I was rooting for you guys in the Super Bowl too, but that didn't happen. But Rick Fox, I think that's his name, Rick Fox, or something like that. He's a good coach. Steve Smith, who's good. I like Jimmy Clausen. Hopefully he won't be like an Alex Smith for you guys. D'Angelo Williams had a really good game against us. But it is what it is, San Francisco. We're never going to be like this ever again. 5-time Super Bowl champions. All 5 right here. And I just think that makes me a better fan because I wasn't around during the Joe Montana legacy, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott. I wasn't around for that. The best season I've ever had as a fan is Jeff Garcia, T.O., J.J. Stokes, Ty Streets. We had Garrison Hurst. That guy was a beast. I remember a game where we were playing the Jets in overtime, and he had a 99-yard run or a 95-yard run. If you real 49er fans out there remember that, post that shit down there. That shit was fucking sick. After this, I'm going to go try to see if I can find that video, put it up with my favorites so you guys can see it if you haven't. But it was absolutely sick. I remember Kevin Barlow, supposed to be the next big thing running back before Frank Gore came. He ended up being a bust as well. But I just think that makes it... it'll be that much better once we are a better football team for me because I've been around through the years of the suck, But, maybe we could, off subject a little bit, maybe we could go after Jeff Garcia just for one last run, Maybe he could retire as a Niner. That'd be pretty cool. I know maybe some of you 49ers fans would like to see that because I've never had a problem with Jeff Garcia. Don't even know how we got rid of him. Another guy that I remember in my 49er watching time is Steve Mariucci. I love Mooch all the way, but, guys like Tim Rattay, that guy was not good at all. I don't even know why I brought him up. He's like his Alex Smith Jr., but, much love to all you guys out there who rep the red and the gold. Much love to you guys who rep the orange and the black. Orange and black attack, baby. Thanks for being patient on my video. I know it's been a few days, and I don't want you guys thinking, oh, this guy's just a bandwagon Giants fan and not even a real 49er fan who can't make a 49er loss video. Well, I'm not anything if you guys are thinking that, which I don't think you are, but maybe some of you guys are. I know, I'm sorry it took me a few days to make the Niner video and everything, but I just have a really busy schedule. I have a son, and I have a new baby son, and I work overnights and shit like that, and I have just a rough schedule. So I make videos when I can, and I appreciate all you guys for being patient and subscribing me and commenting on my videos. Hopefully I get some more fans out there, start watching a little bit more of my videos because I really do care what you guys think, and hopefully you guys like my videos. That's the number one thing I care about most is you guys like my videos. I don't want you guys watching my videos and saying this guy sucks and I'm unsubscribed. But it's not about me. It's about these two teams. Much love to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.